inside the High School Huddle along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. Getting set for the high school football season, particularly 6A2, as we take a look at the Sand Springs Sendites. But before we do that, let's take a look at our good friends over at Red River Roofing.
Searching for a roofing company you can trust? Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been protecting Oklahomans for a quarter century. Call today for a free inspection.
Sendites 8-4 a year ago. Bobby Klink, the head coach, he's back. And real quick, who calls him Charles Page High School?
People from there.
People, you think they call them Charles Page?
I call him Charles Page.
Our good friend Dave Evans, beautiful wife, is a graduate from Sand Springs. She says,
from Sand Springs.
Well, that's what I say. She always says Charles Page.
Really?
My buddy Ken Lux graduated from Muskogee. When I said we talked about Sand Springs, he goes, "Oh, you mean Charles Page?" So.
Everyone I talk to is Sand Springs. I don't ever hear Charles Page.
We've just given you two examples.
I know.
Now, we could have made those up.
Yeah. Right. You've done that many times.
Well, keep your
Sand Springs.
Charles Page.
Sendites.
I think the Sendites are going to be an improved ball club. And for Sand Springs, they're one of 4 teams that we were talking about last year having a good chance. And then once again this year, they're one of 4. Now, right now, like it was last year, they're probably the number 4, looking up at Muskogee, Stillwater, and Choctaw. But they have one of the best quarterbacks in the state, and probably maybe the best in 6A2. Our publication here has them, Easton Webb, as the uncommitted right now as far as last we heard.
Sounds like a baseball player too.
Yeah, big kid, 6'4", 215 is what they have him listed at. He can throw the ball, very strong arm, but he's also athletic, can run the ball. He's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah,
I always Coach Klink has done really well as a coach, and so I think he's got him going to be in this conversation. Yeah. So it'll come. Now we'll look at the season schedule here in just a little bit, but the big game before we look at the schedule is going to be Muskogee, because we think that'll be for the district championship. And who knows? Muskogee, new coach, they're. Ficklin, the quarterback, is gone after going 33-5 there, so this might be the chance for Sand Springs to have a victory to get a district championship, which would be huge. For that program.
What's the name of it?
Sand Springs.
Charles Page.
Take a look at the Sand Springs Sendites schedule and what we think they will happen to them. Of course, it all gets started with a little bit of a schedule with Bixby and on the road at Owasso. Bishop Kelly, pretty good 5A program as well. And then there's time to get healthy and get better in the middle of your season schedule to take on the Ruffers. Third from the bottom.
I think they'll be 5-2 going into that ball game, and anything can happen with Muskogee, especially when you have Easton Webb under center for you. And, they could be 7-3, they could be 8-2. I just give Muskogee a nod right now. We'll see what happens throughout the year.
I just looking at the schedule. They got Bixby and Owasso in their non-district, and I don't know how much better you get as a team when you play those two teams, because likely they're going to get blown out in those games because of how great those opponents are.
And physically beat up.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you schedule maybe somebody a little bit less than that, your team can play for your starters can play for the whole game, get a little more experience on that side of it. But again. So that kind of
that's a head scratcher.
It is kind of a head scratcher. They've done it over the last several years. It's nothing new that they haven't done.
No.
It's just I don't know how much better you get the first 2 games of the season playing those 2 teams.
I'd change it up.
What I would say though, if you take on Bixby and Owasso, you're not going to see anybody better, and so they're going to get you ready for the Muskogee in your biggest games against Muskogee in the playoffs, and they're like. And this defense line, now it's nowhere near what Bixby and Owasso. It depends how you play against them.
Yeah, but for 1 half, for 2 quarters, then you guys are out. Yeah,
possibly. I think it makes them better. Iron sharps iron.
That's a train of thought.
If that's the thought, you should stay in the Big 12 and not go against the SEC, which is a better schedule.
You're right.
That's one example.
You're right.
What about OSU?
What's that Mountain West Conference?
But anyway, 7-3 with that schedule, I think is pretty good for Sand Springs.
And possibly 8-2. If depending how things go out throughout the year, they could beat Muskogee.
Totally agree.
As of right now in August, I don't have them beating Muskogee.
Right, that's where I'm at.
You never know.
And Coach Klink, I think, with his background over at Jinx, I think it just gets them in the mindset, hey, this is the best to get us ready for the rest.
Yeah.
You're not going to see anything like this.
I don't think there's any doubt that's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
I just think they're wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I know you do. Yeah.
I
You've
like it.
always liked that.
Yeah. Now, if you go into rebuilding, then you got to go there. But he's trying to get his team
To the next level.
to the next level.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll have that discussion, many other discussions throughout the season, as we will have our live show every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock right here on the High School Huddle. YouTube.com/High School Huddle. Subscribe and like, be notified when videos like this and our live shows go live. So best of luck to Sand Springs,
Charles Page.
the Sendites, in the 2025 season. And we'll see you soon here on the High School Huddle.